Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your main man, Uncle Freezy, the #1 chief rocker in Knicks universe. I am joined by the producer, the creator, the host of Knicks Freestyle, Frank Hive.
What up? What's good, Uncle? What's good?
What's good, boss?
You know what it is. You know what it is. Yo, I have to apologize to the people, man. I'm sorry.
For what?
Sorry for being away so long.
They said you was running. Yeah.
They said I was running. I wish.
Nah, just smoke.
I feel like I was running. But yo, I'm back though. I'm back.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
pull up. Pull up with your negative Nancy takes. Pull up.
No, we don't want to be negative. We don't want to be negative. We want to be positive, man. We want some positive vibes, man. We want some positive vibes, right? Positive vibes. But y'all notice that we are one crew member short. One crew member short. And so the Ghetto Intellect. The Ghetto Intellect.
Yeah, the other one here.
Yeah, the ghetto intellect ain't here. But that dude works like 97 hours a week. So if he can get here, he'll be here. So
and when he not golfing.
Yeah. But with that said, I don't have any protection because generally what it is the Ghetto Intellect is kind of like my bodyguard. Like he protect me from everybody. You know what I'm saying?
You don't need no protection. Just speak the truth, yo.
That's I don't need no protection because I got a switchblade. But anyway. So the last time you and I spoke, we spoke about Leon Rose and his front office being smart.
Okay.
And outthinking the field.
Not necessarily outthinking the field,
and I think that is now that I've done some research. I spoke to one of the smartest people in Knicks universe, a man named, and should I say he should not be named? Or I'm gonna just say it. So I spoke with Todd Barbie.
Word?
Right? And yeah, Todd Barbie. He's the lawyer out of Atlanta. That's our guy. He supports all the shows and all that stuff. And we had a discussion about maybe the front office isn't like maybe the Don, but maybe they are just in a terrible, terrible situation. Maybe this front office is in a terrible situation. It's one of those, they're damned if you do, damned if you don't. No matter which direction they take, they're going to be in that no-win situation. And they're in a no-win situation because if they gamble on a high upside player and that player doesn't pan out, whether it's draft or free agency, then people are going to have those Frank Ntilikina vibes, those Kevin Knox vibes, right? So do you play it safe with every move that you make? Do you play it with every move that you make? Right? And so Free Keith, with that said, I heard a different thing than you, that maybe they are playing chess while other people are playing checkers.
I mean, I don't drop those gems. Y'all the ones who keep playing with those nonsense analogies. I just think that they planned that the assets that we have right now were planned to be just that, assets. I think what we're seeing right now in this at this stage of the game is that when all the fans thought that they were stupid for like walking away from each of the drafts with extra draft capital in the form of picks. Every trade came with more picks. We gathering picks. Ha 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 ha. What we doing? We gathering picks. It was to be able to capitalize on a moment when it presented itself, such as this one. And now, not only do we have the assets, I would go so far as to say we're in a position of leverage. Because we have more of the assets that Ainge particularly wants than anybody else can provide.
I'm unclear to what you're getting at.
I'm getting at some very wise, some wise choices made by the front office have actually worked themselves into us being in a position of leverage for a 25-year-old multi-year all-star who's just really entering his prime.
Okay. So the Knicks didn't have assets last year.
The opportunity didn't present itself last year.
Nah, it's not about the opportunity. It was about you just mentioned all that about the assets. You didn't mention the opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said they gathered it waiting for the right opportunity. And this is now where we find ourselves. The opportunity presented itself, and we actually are in a position to capitalize on opportunity as it's presenting itself.
Okay.
At least that's how I see it. I don't know any other rationale. I don't think that they stumbled into this position. I think it's with forethought. I think that not enough credit in the fan universe is given to the fact that cats like Leon, Worldwide West, even Ainge and all them, it's decades of experience. They know this. They know the business of this game. We don't give them any credit for that. We don't give them any credit for that. And I think that's a large part of what's driving who Leon hired first, how those people are performing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a machine was being built to get this team to become a championship team.
It sounds like to me that you're saying they made all the right moves to get to this point right here to get Donovan Mitchell.
I didn't even say all the right moves, but they made the right moves.
No, I'm saying that's what it sounded like.
No. I don't mean to say that they're perfect, and I don't think that all their moves could have been perfect. But I do like the fact that they stayed on their plan. On, you know what I'm saying, without media or fans pulling them in one direction or the other. I like that they are seeing their own plan through, and it doesn't look like it's a bad one.
Sound like a backtrack to me.
Sound like a what?
A backtrack.
A backtrack on what? What are you talking about?
It's okay. So okay.
Positive K? That was a positive take.
Yeah. I don't think all that stuff. I think these dudes are just scratching and surviving.
Scratching and surviving.
Good times. I think these dudes are scratching and surviving, and there's no harm in that. there's no harm in scratching and surviving. There's no harm with staying afloat until the major move comes. You know what I'm saying? Because the alternative is drowning. You know what I'm saying? That the alternate thing to that is doing a Steve Mills, going all in, not getting what you want,
I feel
and then imploding.
Again, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is probably the best front office that we've seen in almost 2 decades.
Mm-mm.
I believe that wholeheartedly.
I don't know what to say to that.
Compare performance.
No, I'm saying because if we compare them to the one previous, that those are low hanging fruit.
Hey, but this is what I'm saying. Like we judge them as if like the last 20 years of the Knicks failures is on their back when they're actually doing well. They're taking their time and they're at a pace, they're at their own pace, which I appreciate, and they're not getting swayed by media and fan opinion of their moves, and the moves are positive. We're in a better place today than we were when they first came into office.
Are we really?
Yeah. We're a 15-win team. Yeah.
Okay, agreed. Yeah, I can. Yeah. I want
See, that's my point. Y'all don't look at silliness. Even our loss, their loss year, last year that we lost was still the second highest win total in the last 9 seasons. Gangster.
Right.
Like, so we even lost bigger than we won before. Like, right. So this is a whole new thing that's going on, and I appreciate it. I can step back and I can see the good that's going on versus where we were. I can see the progress. They're just not making all the moves that each individual fan wants. But right. to me, they've all of the little trades they've done, they've won.
No, they ain't won all them trades. Some of them trades backfired.
What trade did they lose?
Denzel Valentine?
What are you talking about? Like, where is he at?
We cut him.
What was the trade for?
Who knows? It couldn't have been a cash saving. It couldn't have been a cash saving thing.
Is DSJ even in the league anymore?
I don't know about DSJ, but they don't win all their trades because they didn't win. They didn't win the Vincent Poirier Terrence Ferguson trade. What about Vincent Poirier Terrence Ferguson?
We traded Cam for Knox and a first, and that didn't convey.
But my point is not that they don't win. My point is not that they don't win some trades. My point is that I disagree with they won all their trades.
I want to know which trade they lost and why.
Yeah. Solomon Hill didn't even play a minute for us.
So what was the trade for?
Oh God.
Exactly. Like you don't do that. You gotta look at the trade. You gotta look at the entirety of the trade. What was the trade for?
Okay. What about the Evan Fournier trade? Did they win the Evan Fournier trade?
Evan Fournier in a down.
Evan Fournier was not. Evan Fournier wasn't signed. He wasn't signed as a free agent.
Evan Fournier in a down year. Where we lost, and he didn't get hot till the second half of the season.
Right.
Became our 3-point scoring champion of the Knicks, of Knicks history in a down year. You bugging out, bruh. You bugging out.
So you don't think you think the Knicks won the Fournier trade with Boston? Because we didn't sign him as a free agent outright. We got him in a sign and trade.
We got him in
we gave him.
Then who did we give? What did we give?
We gave Boston 2 second-round picks.
For Fournier?
For Evan Fournier, and then that way the Boston Celtics they gave us Evan Fournier, and the Celtics got a trade exception that they didn't use, but that's on Boston.
But they didn't even use. That's their fault.
Yeah, that's their fault. Yeah.
So, I think Evan's worth 2 seconds.
Now people are saying get rid of him because they want Quentin Grimes to start. Knicks fans are saying that though. But let me ask you this, because this is the most important question I think we'll probably tackle tonight. What do you want? What are you willing to give up in a Donovan Mitchell trade? Are you willing to trade RJ Barrett?
Willing?
Yes.
RJ to me, like he has won my. I like RJ a lot. There's something in him beyond basketball.
What?
Wait, can I finish? Can I finish? Don't rush me, y'all. Don't rush me. Don't rush me, Freeze.
No, I'm saying you just shocked me.
Don't rush me, Freeze. I like him. Like I feel like he's probably like he has the potential to become an all-star. I think I'd let him go if it came down to it. But I'd fight it. I'd fight it every step of the way. But like to see if I can make something else happen, I'd rather give another couple picks, a fistful, second round picks, something like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather give something else if something else could work. But yo, man, Spider's 25. He's not that far in age.
RJ's 22.
He's not that far in age from RJ. And I doubt
Spider will be 20. Spider will be 26 September 7th.
Okay, still not that far away. That's 4 years, broski. That's not that far away in age. I doubt that RJ. I love RJ. I think he'll become an all-star one day. I doubt he'll ever become as good as Spider is going to be. Spider's not even at the top of his game yet, yo. Like he's just coming into his prime. That's a hard.
So you're okay with trading RJ Barrett?
Yes. In that scenario, if it came down to it, yeah. I would not let RJ. I would not let. Damn it! I'm sorry. I hate having to say it, but like, yo, if they were further in age, if Spider had like 6 or 7 years on him, okay, maybe. They too close in age for me to hem and haw about that. Like, I doubt that Spider. I doubt that your boy ever becomes the impact. Because at the beginning, this is like 25, 26. This is not even his prime. He's at the beginning of his prime. He got more to go. Like, Spider can be scary. I don't know if I'm willing to hold on to my beliefs that RJ will be that scary enough to not trade him.
I'm confused. I'm confused about the RJ thing because you mentioned potential. Basically, I heard potential when we were talking about Donovan Mitchell.
No.
But if Donovan Mitchell still has potential levels that he can gain, does that not apply to RJ Barrett?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I doubt that RJ's levels are going to top the levels that Spider can get to. Like if RJ got to where Spider is right now, we would consider him one of the best Knicks of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Am I lying? Tell me what would happen to RJ Hive. RJ scored 45 points in the playoff game. And we win it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not comfortable. I don't know if I'm comfortable trading RJ Barrett. And I know I'll go back and forth.
I'm not comfortable. I want to very much make that delineation. I'm not comfortable with it, but the logic of it has to be, I have to divorce myself from certain feelings. Like the logic of it, if it came down to it, it just makes too much sense. I'm sorry. RJ, you might have to go. But I doubt. I don't think Leon. I think Leon works himself away from having to deal RJ though.
So you would be okay with RJ Barrett being traded? I'm not saying you're putting him in a trade. I heard you say you're uncomfortable.
Very specifically in this particular trade scenario for this trade for this player, yes.
Right. Right. I feel like I am in a conundrum. I'm in a conundrum, right? Because if you trade away RJ and other young talent, now you have Donovan Mitchell with a lack of young talent.
I don't know.
And some would say that Donovan Mitchell is the young talent, right? But Donovan Mitchell can't win by himself. No NBA player. I don't care what player you name in the course of NBA history has never, ever won a championship without a high level of help. I don't care. You can say Kareem. Kareem had Oscar Robertson and Magic Johnson and James Worthy. Right? You could say Wilt Chamberlain. Bro, you could say Jerry West. You could say Bill Russell. You could say Michael Jordan. You could say Dr. J. You could say LeBron James. You could say Steph Curry. All those guys had a high level of help. But we want to bring Donovan Mitchell here without help.
Dude, whether we trade RJ or not, what they're trying to actually hold on to picks and such for is they obviously have another plan. They have another move in mind after it. So even if RJ goes, I don't see there not being like there won't be a void. I think that there's another move to be made.
I don't think this front office is smart enough to pull that off, or not smart enough because they're very smart. Let me take that back. This front office is very smart. Like all NBA front offices have very smart individuals in them. The entire team is smart, right? So let me take that back. Let me say it this way. I don't think this Knicks front office is bold enough to pull off a second move. I think Donovan Mitchell is the second move. I think they thought Jalen Brunson was the first move.
Let me tell you, they wouldn't be so squeamish about the picks.
They covered draft picks, though, bro. Didn't they show you that since day one?
Yes.
The first move they made was trade for
right now.
Well, not the first move they made. I'm sorry. So the first two moves they made, so they cut Kadeem Allen, they cut Alonzo Trier, and then on draft day, and then they cut Elfrid Payton, and then begged them to come back. And then they then on draft day, the first draft day move they did was attempt to move up in the draft to get Obi Toppin. But then Obi Toppin fell to them in the draft. And yeah, I think they covered draft picks, bro.
Yeah, to use them as assets like they're using now. Yeah. Like actually, and if you think about the landscape of the league, we're coming to the tail end of the whole LeBron, Steph Curry, era. Dude, a lot of teams is about to be retooling, is about to be rebuilding, this, that, and the other. There are going to be deals to be had, brother.
Right.
There are going to be deals to be had.
I just don't know what. So pardon me for being smug with that. I'm not being smug for the sake of being smug. I ain't gonna lie. I like saying the word. Smug kind of make me giggle. But what I'm saying is
that whole room. He just, and this is why I think it's so funny about pro-am games. This man just injured himself. He's not going to be able to play even his first year of NBA basketball in a pro-am game. That catch players.
Come on,
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
The number two draft pick. feel like Shy might come up available.
Huh? Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mellow Keith. You want me to change it? You want me to change the name on it? Introducing Mellow Keith. You want me to change the name? I can change the names on here. Let me see. Mellow Keith.
And let's not underrate the fact that we have guys on the team of itself that can be possibly making a leap right now, like that will surprise us coming into next season.
So you want me to hope?
Oh, yeah, while we breathe, we hope, brother. That's what keeps the whole train going.
Okay. Where I'm at is this, man. I want Donovan Mitchell desperately, right? But I don't want to give up everything to get him.
You saw the package they said that the Knicks gave. What they tried to slide off with Evan, Obi, and 5 firsts, two of them unprotected.
Yeah.
So I like Leon, yo. I see what he's doing. If that's true, because I don't even believe that, because that don't even make no more sense.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't know.
One move that could be made if we get Donovan. Well, if we get Donovan and don't have to trade RJ, then we got RJ for another trade for somebody big plus some picks.
Wait, but you just said you're not comfortable trading RJ.
Unless it's for somebody big.
Oh no! You just said Donovan Mitchell. Now you no.
If a third star makes my team a championship contender today,
like who?
Today, get it.
Like who?
I don't know. I'm waiting to see who's disgruntled during the course of the beginning of the season.
I don't know.
I got to look and see what teams is falling apart. The NBA is super fluid, man. Super fluid.
Bro,
just remember this convo, yo.
I'm almost at a point, man, where I want Donovan Mitchell so much, but I think I would be okay. I would be okay with Leon Rose walking away and just playing these damn kids. Play the kids.
That's the beauty of the leverage that we have, is that we actually have two viable directions. Like, okay, like you're trying to fleece us, or you're trying to force me to give somebody I don't want, and you're making it a red line. All right, cool. We can walk away and we can go in the kids' direction, and that's perfectly fine. That's where our leverage lies. That's the base of our leverage. We don't need to make the trade.
So what are we talking? So what are we doing then?
We want to make the trade.
Right.
It would be irresponsible not to try to make the trade as best as possible. But if Ainge is intent on fleecing us, we can also walk away. That's not the premium decision, but it's a pretty still logically viable one, and we still got talent.
Right. So it sounds like you are on both sides of the fence.
No, I'm saying that's what gives us leverage. That is what gives us leverage. And Ainge cannot afford to open up the season and Grimes look like an all-star. And I can't look like an all-star. Because now you're talking about negotiation power, more so slip to the left.
Man, okay. Wait a minute. Did you just say Grimes and all-star in the same breath?
I'm just saying, bro, like these are the things that they can't bet on.
See, this is the thing. This is the thing that bothers me with it. The thing that get me with Knicks Universe is this. If the Knicks had kept Keon Johnson instead of Quentin Grimes, we would be saying Quentin Grimes is trash. That dude Quentin Grimes with the Lakers, with the Clippers, he trash, he garbage. Right? But since he's a Knick, we're saying, what if he turns into an all-star?
I'm not saying what if he turns into an all-star. I'm saying if they let the season open up and these guys look like keepers. Let me put it like that. These guys look like keepers. Now the price of the key just went up. So now from Ainge's side, like, okay, now I can't even twist their arm to get who I want to get, like, because we might very well want to keep that person.
I just want to keep things in perspective. So, like with me, I think RJ Barrett is a future star, right? I think Cam Reddish has star potential, right? I think Obi, if you give Obi I don't care about minutes. People be like, give Obi minutes. No, give Obi a role and let him thrive in it. Give Obi a role that he expects to play every night, right? And then, you know what I'm saying? I think he thrives in it, right? Quentin Grimes is Frank Ntilikina. I don't care what people say to me about Grimes. Quentin Grimes is showing me the same thing Frank Ntilikina showed us.
No, I'm not no Grimes super fan by far. But to say, to have the audacity, the unmitigated gall.
Yes, sir.
To say that, Grimes actually has numbers. Grimes has numbers in games that Frank will never see.
Right.
In his whole career, as long or short as that is.
Hey, Freaky, think about what you're saying, right? Think about those explosive games. Think about this, because Frank was going to either score you 4 points, 5 points, or 6 points, right? Depending on the night, he might get hot and score you 6. If Frank is scorching hot, doing heat checks, he was going to score you 6 points, right? On his bad nights, he was going to score you 4 points, right? And so scoring average is somewhere in the middle.
And then handshake himself out of a game.
I understand. But listen, Quentin Grimes averaged 6 points a game, right?
Okay.
6 points a game. And he had 4 or 5 breakout games.
Okay.
And he still averaged 6. This dude scored 27
How much minutes
on NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks.
How much minutes per game was he averaging?
17.
Okay. How much minutes per game was Frank averaging?
17. We had this discussion while you were away.
Oh, okay.
We had this discussion while you were away. That's why it seemed like a shocker to you, right? Everything is similar. The field goal percentage is similar. The defensive rating is similar, right? The points per game is similar. The turnovers are similar. The assists are similar. All these things.
I don't think him and Frank were used the same at all. I think Frank was actually more of a focal point. Like, he was more in the game. Like, he was more in the lineup. Grimes wasn't a fixture of the lineup. You got to be honest.
Quentin Grimes is Frank Ntilikina, bro.
There's no way in the world that you're saying that Frank is better.
I'm not saying he's better. I never said he was better. I said is.
Is better.
No, is Frank. Is Frank.
Yo, it took Frank 4 seasons. I'm not even. I can't, man. You know what? Yeah, you got it, Freezy, man.
Yo, you remember how we used to argue on Twitter about how Frank was gonna ascend to something else?
Who used to argue? I didn't argue that. I kept telling y'all waiting for. I kept asking cats how long they was gonna wait for Frank to become Trevor Ariza, because that's really, to me, what his ceiling was. like, how long you gonna wait for Frank to become Trevor Ariza?
Right. And right. Okay. I feel you, right? I feel you, right? But listen,
And
So
Trevor, not that you're a bad player. I actually respect you have a long-standing, very solid mid-level game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
very, very.
Frank could be so lucky.
Hey, bro, listen, what's wrong with Quentin Grimes being a ham sandwich, bro? Is any team gonna hit on every draft pick? Is any team gonna hit on every draft pick?
I think he has, but I don't even understand what it is that you're coming at me about about Grimes for. He can go. I have no problems with him going.
Me either. I don't have a problem either with Quentin Grimes staying. And as long as we understand who he is.
That's where I feel like, although I want the trade to happen, I really can't be mad if it doesn't. Like, we definitely have a leverage position in the fact that we actually can have a viable plan if the trade doesn't work out. We still have a plan. Even with getting rid of Burks, Noel, and Kemba, and picking up Brunson, we're a better team. We're a better team than we were. We're a better team right now than we were. We're missing an essential part, a point guard who can do the job. We got a point guard who can do the job. A rising tide, he will rise the tide. A rising tide raises all boats. I feel like we'll have a better team because of that particular position that's been filled.
Okay.
Alone. So, to me, go get Spider. It'll define us. It would define us at at a tier above where we're at now, which is good. It'll cement us into that tier. But if we don't get Spider, it's cool. We're not in a bad place.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to say, man, respect the kids. Jay Boogie sent a super chat. Jay Boogie said, please don't kill us again with the comparison of Frank Grimes. If they on the draft board right now, are you had only these two, picking Grimes? Please stop. I'm trying to enjoy the show. I miss Keith too. Yeah.
Jay Beasley, my guy, man. Salute. I still got the bail money.
Still, yeah. We keep that. That's in Saran wrap.
Bail money on deck.
Yeah, we keep that. We keep that wrapped up. That don't get touched for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the thing with okay. So while Frank was here, we defended Frank to the utmost. And then Frank leave, and then now we can't compare other guys to Frank. Come on, bro. There was a Frank Hive. I'm saying, man, respect these young players, man, please. Can we just
Frank Hive? No, RJ got a Hive. There's an RJ Hive. IQ got a Hive. There's an IQ Hive. Obi got a Hive. There's a little Obi Hive. Frank had a church. That was Frankofarians, yo. It was like the Frankers of Latter-day Saints out this joint. Like they literally they had denomination. There was different offshoots. There was the Frank. The Frank he's trending towards Jordan. That was one branch. There was Frank is baby Kawhi. Another branch. They were definitely they were Frankentologists. It was at the time, game after game, cats to be like, your boy though, are you watching your boy? He sucks. No, he's just not getting enough time to show that he sucks more. I don't understand.
Yeah, they were. Free Keith and I are on a thread where Frank scored 7 points, and a dude said Frank's 7 points were the most important 7 points.
Frank, he had the 20-point game. He had that 20-point game, and you would have thought You would have thought he broke through into superstardom. Cats just knew that he arrived. Oh, he's the youngest to make it to 20. Like, yo, like that man had like 2 20-point games in 4
years.
Come on, man.
That dude,
and we rode him until he was out of town. Like, right now, cats be mad if you clown. There's cats right now who be mad if you clown Frank.
Right now.
Oh, he only sucks because we didn't give him a chance. No, he sucks because he sucks.
Right. Come on, man. Why you saying he suck, bro?
He does.
Come on, man. Let's do Frank. Come on, man.
Yo, I used to try to middle of the road it with him because he was on the team. And you know what I'm saying? I want to see where he could go. But, yo, man, like, the boy don't got it in him, man. He like, I play a basketball player on TV. That's Frank.
No, don't do that to Frank.
Frank needs to be in above the rim. That's it.
Come on.
That's it.
They need to do a Frank documentary. Who dreams? Frank dreams.
Frank dreams.
Yeah.
That's it. He needs to be playing a foreign basketball player on TV.
Yo, they should have put Frank in that movie Hustle. Adam Sandler finds Frank Ntilikina.
He would have been much better in Love and Basketball.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, man. Oh my God, man.
But enough about Frank, though. Man. I don't like how these conversations divert into Frank, man.
They everything, all roads lead to Frank. You made up that saying.
But it is interesting to me that like the same cats who was willing to give Frank unlimited time to become whoever it was in their mind they thought he was gonna be, is so impatient now with
Quentin Grimes. I mean, not with Quentin Grimes, but with everybody.
With whoever, pick whoever, RJ, whoever, like Tibbs. Like now you got you short on patience now. You short on patience, but you watching somebody be a scrub game after game, but yet you still giving offerings and tithes in his church. Like some of the Frankielites standing up on the corners like read.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro, they was holding up newspapers like the end is near. I'm telling you, bro, cats love Frank so much. Frank loved Frank so much. Yo, I heard a dude said on draft night, Frank was the immaculate conception. Are we serious, bro? Come on, man.
Yo, Frank is the luckiest scrub in history, bro. Like, I think like Frank has a bigger fan club than some legitimately nice cats, yo.
I think I ain't gonna lie to you. I think the Bay Hive are jealous of Frank. I think the Bay Hive is legit jealous of the Church of Frank, bro. I swear, yo.
Cat's knocking at my door. Open the door. You got time to talk about our Lord and Savior Frank Ntilikina? I think, oh my God, Frank over witnesses. This is some nonsense.
Oh my God.
Oh, yo, I'm killing Freezy.
Nah, man.
But if you had anything bad to say about Frank, like, you don't like Frank?
Right. Cats like Frank beads around their neck every time they praying.
They praying with the Frank beads. You see my prostration marks? You see that? 5 times a day, beloved.
Like they got Frank cloths. You know what I'm saying? They got Frank carpets pointed to the east. They got, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, this is crazy.
They're wearing the little plastic bracelets. WWFD. What does Frank do?
Yeah, that's your life model. Every time you go to do something, you gotta consider what would Frank do. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, hey, and these cats, you confront any one of them now, any one of them, they will deny that they were Frankers, yo. They will deny it.
Yeah.
They would deny.
A dude told me, Man, that number 11 I got tattooed on my arm. That's not an 11, man. That's the Twin Towers. That ain't no Twin Towers. You a Franco, bro.
If any, yo, I would cut off my whole arm if I.
If you had the Frank tattoo, I would just be.
If I had gotten a Frank Ntilikina 11 tattoo on my arm, yo, my arm would have to go right now.
The whole arm, just like.
I want to live. It's all right. These prosthetics have come along.
Oh my God, bro! I have to be a soldier, bro.
Same cats don't got no patience for nobody else. For no, who's all the people they don't got patience for is all light years better than Frank.
Oh, he got me in here crying, y'all. Let me read J Boogie super chat. Hey, J Boogie, thank you for the
Frank used this as motivation. You not gonna see this? Frank is doing a probably a photo shoot right now. Cartier, you bugging out.
Yeah, Frank probably got all some
Frank
pink spandex right now. Yeah, I remember Cats was like, yo, how come Frank ain't signed his shoe deal yet?
Ain't signed his shoe deal yet.
Frank shoe deal.
Because Air Smith ain't give him one yet.
I'm saying. But J Boogie says, I need that because if Spider don't come on this team, you're gonna get a collect call just to press 5. It's me. J Boogie, come give me out. Yeah, if we talk about the bail, but hey, we got you, bro. We got you. We showing up with all the bread.
Beasley, I got it. I got the bail.
I'm bringing it in a brown paper bag, bro.
Do what
you got. In a brown paper bag. You know, we got you, bro.
I got it.
Yeah, man. Yo, this is crazy, bro. Yeah, and so when I say Grimes is Frank Ntilikina, people take it to the max when they hear it, right? But when you look at the impact, that the number of minutes they played per game, you know what they do on the floor, they impact the game the same. We forgot about Frank, rookie Frank. Rookie Frank defense was good.
I test this and I test that. Those 2 points, those two similar stat lines is not the same, bro. It's not the same on the floor. Not at all. Not at all. I'm taking Grimes over Frank every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
But there is a church of Frankentology right now that would take Frank. That's why Frank can't run for president, bro. If Frank run for president, he will win 15 million to 6. You know what I'm saying? Because the Frankers, bro, I'm telling you, Frankers.
There's a lot of dudes I know. I legit thought they had crushes on Frank, yo. There was a lot of Frank crushes. We was on the thread, freeze on the. Didn't one dude say he would let Frank pipe his girl and watch with pride?
Yes, he like,
you remember?
Yes, yes, I remember these things.
Cats was wilding out, yo.
Yes, cats love Frank. Cats love Frank too, but they don't love RJ like that. I'm like, well, yo, why don't you love RJ like that? Why don't you love Grimes like that? You know what I'm saying?
Knicks for life, yeah. It's really Cats who said that. Major pause. Oh, GI, yo, pull up.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, nah, GI, no pause, yo. I'm telling you, dude said. I don't remember that one, but the one I remember is the dude said he would be okay with Frank piping his daughter. That's the one I remember.
It was one dude who said his girl, and he would watch with glee. I remember that.
Yeah. These dudes, I'm telling you,
Cerebellum. I was like, these cats are nuts, and why am I keeping company with them? Like, that is literally what crossed my mind. These cats are getting weird, and from there it was downhill. All kind of Frank. Frank.
Downhill, no brakes. Downhill, no brakes, bro.
Frank is trending towards Jordan. There's that all kind of nonsense from out of nowhere.
And somebody found a stat on Frank that Frank was the #1 on-ball pick and roll defender in the NBA for like a stretch. and that dominated the thread.
For his seventh season and never again.
Yeah, and that was all people needed to hear. Frank is number one.
He's gonna be a defensive stopper. He's gonna be trash.
Yeah. And so I think Grimes is Frank, man, but I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to be disrespectful to Grimes, man. There's nothing wrong with being a defensive starter.
Grimes is not the same, bro. They not the same. What up, beloved man?
What's up, my guy? How yo? Shout out to the Blacktop Streetball Association. We had an amazing first event in Newark, New Jersey this weekend. Every and one star was accounted for. Shout out to Skip to Malou, Hot Sauce, Main Event, High Octane, Baby Shack, Half Man, Half Amazing. Oh man, they were all the boys was out there. 720, the one that did the 720 dunk. It was some great stuff, man. But
Professor, man.
Professor No is unfortunately not with us. He has a big enough brand to where he didn't feel like he needed to be with us. Hey, it is what it is.
Okay.
Because in fairness to Professor, the other guys just fell to the back, raised their families. Professor kept going to courts and keeping his YouTube popping, and he has a lot of subscribers. So
I'm not mad at it. He kept working.
Yeah, he kept working. I ain't mad. I'm mad at Free Keith though.
Well, yeah, what did I miss? Did y'all go at it? Because Free Keith don't even know about last week.
Yeah, Free Keith. Yeah, he don't know.
What I don't know.
Oh, I had just. He know. Oh, he know.
Yeah,
he don't look like he know.
He came in for a soft landing. Like I told you he would. Like I told you he was. He came in for a soft landing.
Okay, now I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah. It's Free Keith came in for a he landed the plane in the cotton field.
What landed the plane in what cotton field?
Okay.
G.I. come on, man. You know,
okay, G.I. Spill it.
G.I. I don't know if G.I. know this, but people from northern New Jersey are built different, bro. They just like built a certain way. No doubt, right? So I was telling.
Look at his face. Look at his face right now. Look at his face.
Because I'm trying to understand what nonsense y'all talking about.
Come on, man. Why you throwing it at G? Yeah, G, I had your back.
Wait, who was taking? Somebody was taking shots at me?
Well, first of all, everybody takes shots at you.
I love that. I do love that. Yeah. And I know Freezy was taking shots at me.
I said the same thing I told you.
Like, oh yeah, everybody. Oh, I had your back. No, you didn't. You was with the crowd because I wasn't there. I know you was sparking stuff, but that's whatever.
No, so I just said
getting at me, so I know who to write letters to and about what.
No, I said just on what the front office was doing was soft. That's what I told you. Yeah, I mean,
what was my take? How you telling people my take without me being there?
So
just talked to you. Okay, all right, okay.
So I gotta give you a little background. I guess earlier this week or even last week, it was the Donovan Mitchell thing was looking really shaky. It hadn't kicked back up again. And Freezy he got a little antsy and he said, if you really look at it, we got excited for a little bit. You also missed the Isaiah Hartenstein conversation on our show.
You missed all that, bro.
Ooh, I heard somebody called him like a superstar or something.
Baby Jordan.
Jokic. He gonna be
Baby Jordan.
Hartenstein's gonna be.
Jokic can't hold his jock strap.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Yo, if that happened, I'm with it.
Well, yeah. I got to be honest. I said, you know what? I ain't gonna hate on this take because if this young man is right, I want him to be great.
Because I've actually been trying to look at old Hartenstein footage. He looked all right.
He ended up saying, to change his name to Mellow Keith. I'm gonna change his name to Mellow Keith. Can I do it?
Oh, hold on. All right, let me get back to it.
What about Smooth Keith? So
what Freezy is saying is, Freezy wasn't buying this, slow and steady wins the race stuff. He said, no, actually, the front office is not making moves because they scared. And this take of Free Keith, if Free Keith is taking this take like, oh no, they know what they're doing, then he's scared too. That was the take.
I'm scared? No. Were you listening to the whole show? So I don't have to double back into what I was talking about earlier.
But I just needed to get you caught up for last week. I didn't know if you
yeah, so basically what I said was I disagree with what Free Keith was saying. I think he's wrong. Right? Okay. Right. And me and Free Keith talked about that. We came in
about what?
About how wrong you are with the front office.
What about the front office did I say that I'm wrong about?
That they are playing chess and everybody else is playing checkers. It's what you said last summer.
Those words have never escaped my mind. That they're playing chess. Those are the terms that y'all use. I don't use those. Like,
okay.
No.
Okay.
And you talking about last summer? Let's talk about this summer.
Okay, I got you.
Did they fall into the position that they're in by accident, or was it the accumulation of all those picks
What position are they in?
Picks that y'all clowned them about.
So the accumulation of the picks is a little scamish, Keith, because Danny Ainge then immediately said, I see what y'all did in the draft. I was paying attention. Good job. Now take all of those and put them to the side. So I don't want none of that.
Then we got them. Whatever the negotiations fall down to, then we got those picks. Then we got them. Like, we're not coming out empty.
But what we're missing, and I didn't want to break it down like this, but I guess we have to. But the presence of future protected picks means the absence of superstar talent right now. That's what that means. And how you equate those two together is if you have the presence of those future protected first round picks down the road, equating that to the absence of superstar talent on your roster right now, you and Leon Rose are trying to use those future protected future first round picks that you have that are present to fill for the absence of the superstar that you don't have. Right? And I know that sounds like conjecture, but it's not. Because if you didn't have a void of superstar talent, you wouldn't be looking to fill that void with those picks that you didn't choose talent with. And so this is one of the things that I want to mention to GI the other day. Like when people said Leon Rose is an excellent drafter, how? When he picked Jarokas Jokibitis, who's looking like he'll never play in the NBA, right? And Miles McBride, who looks like he's about 3 or 4 years away, when they could have used either of those picks on Herb Jones, who's a 6'8" athletic shooting guard, small forward that can defend 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s.
But they didn't.
A little bit.
They had their own plan and they walked away. They went into it knowing the guys that they wanted, got the guys that they wanted. It's their plan. And it's not looking like a bad one. Everybody's plan and picks is not going to be the same.
I understand that. No, I understand that everybody doesn't like 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" wing players that can do it all, right? I understand that, right? I understand that. GI, everybody don't want that. Everybody don't want that.
It's not.
Some teams want 7 dudes 6'4" and under. That's us. If you 6'4" and under, we gonna draft you, bro. Yeah, that's what we do. We drafted one dude 6'4" and under, and he don't even play here. And just to bypass the fact that Herb Jones is a talented player just because he played for another team, it's not fair. It's not fair. Other teams can have talent too.
Like, yes, the team is the league is full of talented players that we didn't pick.
So what he's saying is free Keith. He's saying all this drafting back 2 years in a row. Why couldn't they jump in there with their talent team and find some gems and turn them into something and make this roster better than keep punting out and taking the safe route and then turn around and say you're going to use these picks to trade for a star. And then Danny Ainge says, yeah. I need 4 of your unprotected.
You're making
all this other stuff
because they didn't tell you nothing.
No. Danny Ainge clearly said.
That's what Danny Ainge said. He wants picks, but like
no. He doesn't. He only wants
the front office. Didn't tell you nothing. They didn't tell us nothing. There is nothing that we know definitively.
But Free Keith, the point is Free Keith. The point is if you still want
to run with it.
Right, but the point is, if you still wanted Donovan Mitchell, you could have included a more valuable piece in Herb Jones in that trade for Donovan Mitchell if you drafted right.
I don't think that they, again, like we had this conversation weeks ago when I was on the last time. I don't think that they knew specifically that Donovan was going to become available. I don't think that they knew that. I think he just became the option as he became available, and they had the like he would still be available right now whether the Knicks had the pieces to trade or not.
I don't know. I think the Knicks are his preferred destination.
Of course, I think everybody kind of knows that. I think
that's what I'm saying. That's why it seems like
everybody knows that.
What I'm saying is in that trade, instead of potentially including a Miles McBride or Grimes or something, if you had Herb Jones, you could have sweetened the deal with Herb Jones. If you had to have him.
Hey, could have sweetened the deal with Herb Jones or probably another player that they could have drafted or this, that, and the other. Oh, well. Our guy don't. Very rarely does our guy get picked. Very rarely.
Okay.
And I don't know that it necessarily need to be our guy.
Are they in a better position than they were? Yes. Then whatever plan that they have, that they're working and not listening to us and letting us divert us or the media divert them from it, God bless them.
Okay.
As long as we come into this season and we're a good team and we're winning, God bless them. Let them work their plan.
And I guess I need to be realistic too. Part of trading out of the first round, the way we did, was to gain more cap space. We also built a relationship with Detroit through the process, and Detroit took a couple of our garbage pieces. So it's not realistic to say that was part of the plan in doing all of that. But, not getting young players, making these – but see, here's the other thing, Keith. They had to do that to dump the salaries that you said last year would be easily movable. They weren't easily movable.
That looked pretty easy to me.
To trade back, to not have Jalen Duren on this team, and I don't know what he's going to be.
They would have needed more than $8 million in cap space, and that's all that Kemba was. They would have needed more than $8 million in cap space.
No, we needed the cap space to sign, we needed the cap space to sign Brunson.
Yeah.
And
Hartenstein.
Yeah, but
Brunson, Hartenstein, and Mitch.
We needed to move all of those contracts, not just Kemba.
Yeah, but we had to trade back in the draft and give Detroit 2 really good young pieces. What if we get 5 years from now and the reason we can't win a championship is because we can't beat the duo of Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren?
They absorbed Noel and they absorbed Noel and what you call it, man? Like what you mean?
No, they took Burks and Kemba. Did they take Noel too? They took both players.
This is what I'm saying. What do you mean?
Then here's what I know for a fact. Here's what I mean. What I mean is when they got on the phone and said, "Listen, we're gonna let you get this player and take a conditional pick for the process, but you got to take some of the salary off our hands so we could go get our guy." That was the deal.
Oh no, but that solved a couple problems. A, they were our only competition. They were our only competition for Mitch. What they did by getting them their big in the draft, getting them their big was take them and give them Noel, was take them out of the Mitch running. Now you got to take what we offer.
So
Mitch's extension is only $55 million.
So I can tell you years.
He got $60 million.
So I could tell you years. Miami not only drafted a great player at their position, but they added in free agency. The Knicks could only trade back to be able to add in free agency, and that's
different direction.
That's a little shaky.
It's a different direction. It's just a different direction.
But what direction though? What direction, boy? But what direction though?
Are we a better team now than we were last season?
We could have been. We could have been.
We coulda, woulda, shoulda. Are we better right now than we were last season? That's it.
Yeah, but you got to give me this. But you got to give me this as a response. We also could have been better if properly managed this offseason. That can't be ignored.
Right. What do you mean if properly managed? If even any plan you, me, anyone makes is gonna have a snag. It's not.
And you gotta have contingencies. I already know what
you gotta have contingencies.
I understand.
The contingencies was they gave out very good contracts.
Right.
Very tradable contracts, like I said.
But what about Gion's point of not comparing how good we were compared to how bad we used to be, but how good we were compared to how good we should have been. Right?
You should have, because you don't know. You don't know what the addition of.
So you're saying so now you're saying we should manage expectations?
No, I'm just saying you can't use that as a definite.
You got to have some type of expectation.
Good has proof. I mean, how well we did or didn't has proof. How well we could have done or couldn't have done doesn't have proof.
Okay.
So CWC says he didn't like my Miami analogy because they haven't won anything since King James left. But here's what Miami has been able to do that the Knicks can't do is be relevant, one of the top 10 teams every year in the NBA because of their talent acquisition. And Keith, I think my response would be to what you're saying is we're in the talent acquisition business. We can't be taking less over here to get more over there. We need to get more at every faucet that's pouring. That's every faucet. Every faucet that is a talent acquisition opportunity, we need to be drinking.
They're going slower and steadier, and I respect it. They're not doing your plan.
So freaky. So you agree with me?
They're not doing your plan, and they're striking when they see an opportunity like they have right now.
Freezy, how did this happen? I was sticking up for him last week, and this week now, I'm on. This is not good, Freezy.
I told you.
This is not good.
I lightweight tippy toe and try to keep reverting to this whole the front office is really inept kind of.
No. Freaky, that's not.
The head, run with it.
Freaky. No, what I'm saying is.
My point.
Hear me out, though, Freaky.
I see better work. Let me finish. I see better work being done right now than I've seen being done by.
Let me give you
in the last 20 years. That's why.
But Freaky, if you operating on the old thing, so I just want to give you some updated information. So since saying that the front office was inept, I backed off of that. That was about 2 months ago, about a month ago. About 6 weeks ago, something like that. I backed off of that and said they're not inept. What they are and what it really looks like is the front office is in that no-win situation where if any bad move backfires, they might get fired before they can fulfill what they want to do ultimately, right? And so with that, they have to operate in safe mode, right? They have to do everything in a safe way. That way. If something happens and it doesn't go the way that they planned it, it doesn't mess up their plan going forward. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is I agree.
Team today than we were yesterday.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes or no?
I'm sorry to be rude.
Yes
The
or no?
CWC. I've always been respectful to you. I really always have. You sitting down in the chat calling me a bozo, and all I did was say, defend my position. Listen here, brother. You are the gentleman who on this platform turned around and cleaned the commodes right in front of us. Don't do that. Don't call me a bozo. Don't be disrespectful, bro. Don't do that, man. That's too far.
Yeah,
you disagree, you agree with me, but don't call me bozo the clown. That I'm not, bro.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, we got to be more respectful of men than that, man. I understand other channels do that, but for the most part, we brothers up here. Even though Free Keith is right 99% of the time, and I'm only right 1%. I'm standing up for my 1%. I'm a 1%er on this thing against Free Keith. You know what I'm saying? But Free Keith, what I was getting at is like, bro, I think we agree. I don't want to argue with you about the front office and the direction thing, because I think ultimately, me and you are on the same page in this because I acquiesced, like I backed off of the front office is inept thing and kind of meandered or strayed or however I worked my way back to this point of thinking that I think the front office is on the razor's edge and they know it.
I don't think so at all. Dude, when was the last time this team got called dysfunctional? Dude, man, y'all don't even understand how important it was to even shed that label. Man, y'all really not. Y'all missing the forest for the trees, bro. Like, we are in a better place today than we were yesterday.
I only have one position, Keith, because everything you just said, I had no argument for. I listened to it attentively, and I have no argument against it. It's accurate statements. Here is my problem, though. We all agreed 2 years ago we're in the talent acquisition mode. Whatever happens with the product on the court, when it's time to acquire talent, that's when we will be paying attention, right? And we all thought that getting Leon Rose and Worldwide West and all those connections would lead to superstar players. Now, superstar players, what does that mean? I'm not sure. Maybe they can create them, right? So I'm not putting a judgment out on that. All I'm saying, though, is when it's time to acquire talent and the best talent to acquire in the draft, for some reason, these guys keep moving back to get more, but the more they're getting is not better than what they had at the moment they traded back. When you trade from an 11 pick and the return from trading from 11 pick is a number 14 the next year, a number 14 protected, to a team with Detroit that expects to lose games and want to lose games, that's not a good asset to take on.
Yeah. We traded the unprotected 11 pick for 3 protected future firsts. With so many protections on, it's like you should call it Trojan. That's how much protection they got on it, bro. Yo, legit, those picks have training wheels on them, bro. Those picks.
Yeah, look, but he finds a way to get them off. He got that one off for Knox. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was a heavily protected pick that didn't convey.
Hey, CWC, listen. I'm a mod in this chat. There'll be no violence. I don't want to fight anybody.
What's going on?
I'm not interested in fighting anybody. I don't want to meet you in person. I don't want you to say anything to my face. I honestly just want you to leave me alone. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Just let that thing go, man. What's the deal, man? All GI trying to do is you know what I'm saying, come in here and defend Free Keith from me, because Free Keith need defended. You know, so all GI
the
trying
problem
to do is he just trying to get the Secret Service.
I turned on Free Keith again, and I said last week I was with him, but some of his arguments were tainted.
GI, that's what I'm saying, bro.
My arguments ain't tainted. It's how you choose to see it. That's really what it is. I'm just saying that whatever plan that anybody had, whether they took your full plan from beginning to end, there would be snags. And what we're talking about is the snags. And so they corrected their snags or this, that, and the other. But you stand back and you look at the whole product. Is the team in a better place today? 2.5 seasons since they started.
Here's a clear mistake.
And the first season they got it.
Here's a clear mistake that was made. Because technically you could say we're not better. We're going backwards because we were number 4 in the East, and last year we didn't make the playoffs. So, but I won't do that to you because I believe the roster is better. But you can say technically the product on the court was worse.
Man. We was running with.
No, listen. What I said was accurate. No,
man. Go ahead.
What I said was accurate. No.
What was the team that we had?
What I said was accurate. No. Only difference is we got rid of Alfred Payton and Reggie Bullock. We had the same team other than Alfred Payton and Reggie Bullock. No? Yes. You're stuck. You're frozen.
We don't have the same team. Rose wasn't on the team.
Rose was definitely on the team.
Not the COVID year. Not to the year that we got to the playoffs. That's when he came onto the team.
Right. That's what I mean. And what I said is
and what did I say now? We are a better team today than we were when they got the team.
And my response to that was equally accurate. That's what you said was accurate. My response to that would be, but our record says differently, but I do agree with you. The roster's better. Our record says different. We finished number 4, and then we didn't make the playoffs.
We needed a point guard to organize.
Listen, all that aside, our record got worse. And you can't say we had a point guard when we had Alfred Payton. So
he couldn't shoot. That's your
right.
whole
Right, but we got rid of Alfred Payton.
Like he couldn't shoot.
No, you're not hearing me. Nobody thought getting rid of Alfred Payton and Reggie Bullock we'd be a worse team. Nobody thought that.
Oh, yeah, that surprised me.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I got to keep saying it because I know he's not hearing me.
But that just means that people really kind of like underappreciated it.
I was the president of the Alfred Payton fan club, so I'm not going there.
Word, you wasn't there when I was getting my back kicked in.
Yeah, no, I was the president. Pause. I was the president of the back kicked in. Pause. Anything in the back shouldn't be kicked in. Like so. Pause.
That's toxic, yo. You toxic, yo.
So yeah, the young boy started the game. I just learned how to play it. No, so all I'm saying is the record would say different. Here is the fact of the matter, though, Keith. I do think they're afraid to draft. And I do think what they're looking to get from the draft, they're always looking to trade back and then play the player up. So, because you got to admit, if you look at where we drafted our players, the position we drafted our players, and the players we got, we did well, and we still love Obi. You know, we wanted Obi to be better, but you know, we got Obi at 8.
I like Obi.
IQ is playing above his rating. Grimes is playing above his rating. Sims is playing above his rating. There's only 2 players that are questionable for us right now. That's Obi and RJ. And if any way Obi and RJ pops next year, we honestly for their draft position. RJ at number 3.
Oh, okay.
We shouldn't be questioning whether he's a max player or not. Him being the highest pick since Patrick Ewing, that's not what we needed. We needed the home run there. And while we may still get it, we needed Ja Morant type home run from our team.
I mean, but we wasn't getting Ja like that. Like
no. Not Ja the player, Ja the impact. We just needed our number 3 player to have that impact. We did.
In that draft.
We just got unlucky. We keep getting unlucky. We used to get unlucky. I do agree with you. Our luck has turned, and our karma looks a little different. Especially when people especially when people see Jalen Brunson play ball.
I cannot wait. I can't wait till the season opens.
No, he's going to be an amazing ball player. He's going to be an amazing ball player. I only have one concern, which you're going to hear me say, and I'm going to wait till next week to say it on the full show. But
I just want to see who it is that really.
I still think this legacy for these folks are going to go down as, you know, they did well in the draft, but they always never liked their draft position. They always felt like they can get more value. They always went for value. They never felt like they needed to reach at that position. I don't know if that's a good play or not.
And this, you might not think it's a good plan, but maybe in their mind, especially with the guys that they have crunching the numbers and the Brock Allers and the this, that, and the other, all the guys really who are analyzing the game, maybe their whole, like, maybe different than your plan. Their plan is to get enough current value and future value. Enough current value and future value. Enough current value and future value. So you leave yourself in a position to always have stuff to make a move.
Well, when you trade out the draft, you got no current value. You only gambled on the future.
Well, technically they didn't trade out the draft. They traded the draft pick, which actually was an asset to get something they needed.
I think trading the draft pick is trading out the draft.
I mean, all right. I mean, I'm gonna say I give it to you. They traded out the draft, but I understand why they did it. There wasn't anybody of value for what they wanted to do. The value in that player or the player that they could get or whatever that position was,
respectfully,
creating enough cap space to get Brunson, who is going to be light years better than whoever they're getting at 11. So all of that was a trade for Brunson.
Well, respectfully, you won't know if that's the right decision for a little while now.
I mean, yeah, of course, until he starts playing. But I understand.
Not only Brunson. I'm not worried about Brunson.
But I understand.
But if Brock Eiler, you also say, like, I don't see any other teams, no other team with a record as bad as ours last year that didn't make the playoffs had to trade out to sign players. And maybe they didn't get opportunity to sign players. I get it. But this Brunson thing, it's not like these guys went out and did great recruitment. They hired a family member. There's no disrespect to it. I think the family member is worth it. I don't find it robbery. I don't think there's any robbery involved. I think he's absolutely going to be worth his value of his contract. But they went out and hired a family member. So they haven't done any great recruitment yet. Let's see what happens with Isaiah Hartenstein.
Well, they are agents. What you hire them for is for their relationships and connections, bro.
It hasn't materialized.
Hire them for that's a relationship or a connection to a
that hasn't materialized, Keith. That hasn't materialized. If we hired them,
you just said it. You just said it.
No. They hired a family member. That's not a relationship.
Dude, he's been with Tibbs every team that Tibbs has been on.
No, you don't understand what I'm saying.
It's relationships and connections is why you hire an agent for this job. You're gonna say the man exercises his relationships and his connections, and it's too easy. He's not.
Wait, Freaky, who you talking? Are you talking about Austin Rivers?
Who got Austin Rivers?
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard somebody arguing that Leon Rose parlayed a relationship with a professional in the league, and his son wound up being a free agent, and the Knicks went out and signed him. I thought you were talking about Austin Rivers. You ain't talking about Austin Rivers? Oh, you talking about Leon Rose doing his one-trick pony thing. He only got one trick, and he just did it 2 years in a row, and we think he's a genius.
Hey, man.
G.I., you know, this is the same thing. This is the same debate we were having last year.
I see a better team than we had before, and that's all I asked for.
Get
it how you live, Leon.
He has a better argument this year. What I don't understand is why he won't just say certain things that were done was wrong. For example, the same players he defended last year for signing that he would say would be easy to move were not easy to move. They weren't easy.
We moved all of them in one shot to create.
And you had to
cap room for Brunson, who is better than all of them.
And you had to give up getting the asset to do it. Listen, I gotta run and take this call. I gotta run and take this call.
Let me get out of here. All right, y'all. We gotta get out of here, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Peace, y'all.
Love y'all.